Sir, since you mentioned boots on ground, that would mean we would need soldiers to protect our borders or achieve our aims. Of late, there has been tremendous criticism, General, of the Agniveers, where some people argue, some have argued that they are not as capable or will not be as capable as long-term soldiers. And by the time they're trained, vis-a-vis deployment at the LAC, they'll be, perhaps they'll not as good as the Chinese soldiers. That is being argued. Where do you stand? Because you train soldiers, you guide soldiers, you use soldiers in combat. Where do you stand on Agniveers?
Again, I think that's a view which I have also read, against Agniveer. Who is going to use these Agniveers? It's a commanding officer, people who are on field actually. Is there any, dissonance among them? No. See, these guys are quite happy because ultimately a commanding officer who is at the cutting edge of combat, he gets to choose what kind of people he wants actually in his unit. What could be better than that? So people who are going to use this, the Agniveers have no problem. The people who are going to use or work with these Agniveers, who will be part of the team to fight a war or a combat situation or operationally get deployed, they have no issues. The larger issues are from outside actually. Some of them are from our own veterans actually. So I won't talk about others, veterans, because times have changed, but sometimes you get stagnated and you think about a particular thing. So I think you have to have a fresh kind of a look. This is a very transformative kind of a scheme. And this is not only for the armed forces, but it's going to strengthen the nation actually, I presume, in times to come. And that's the way I look at it. And it's working out well. We've had no issues till now. Two batches are already there on training. The first batch means in 27 actually probably would come out. There's a lot of time for us to look at if there are any shortcomings in this scheme. But as of now, I think people who are using this have taken a feedback from the soldiers who are there as Agniveers. We've taken up a feedback from the commanding officers who find them absolutely fine. So I don't think there's a problem on those two accounts. It also has a major advantage if I look at it strategically. Just mentioned about a long duration war or a Ukraine kind of a war. We earlier had the system of reservist liability. With this scheme, there's not going to be a reservist liability. Earlier people, if he retired, say, a soldier after 17 years, he's a 2 or 3 years of reserve liability he had. So that system didn't work out well, actually. We've not been able to use it or test it actually after 71. In this, by a simple notification, I can increase the terms of engagement to 5 years. I have 50,000 soldiers extra for that particular year. What better this thing? In times of national emergency. Otherwise, we continue like this. I think it's a very good scheme.